What's going on, guys? It's your boy MidnightMan. Welcome back to another video on my channel today. I recently received the DualShock 4 back button attachment, which I picked up to show you guys how to use, but at the same time I wanted to see how much it really elevates your level of gaming performance, because as you can see at the back of the box, it says elevate your competitive play. So we're gonna see how much my play has improved by getting this device. For those that don't know, the primary use of this device is to program 2 extra buttons that already exist on your DualShock 4 controller to give you a slight competitive advantage. So for example, that means you're going to be able to jump and shoot at the same time while being accurate. For any of you guys out there that heard about this attachment but are kind of on the fence on whether or not to get it or not, I'm hoping this video will make that decision a little bit easier. Let's go. Before I show you guys how to program your 2 back buttons, let me quickly show you around this device. So the 2 back buttons you can program to 16 different functions. The black circle in the middle is an OLED screen display, so you can view your different button mapping profiles. It isn't a touchscreen. Attached to that OLED screen is a button on the bottom of it, so you can customize your different button layouts. You have a female stereo head jack, so you can plug in your headphones or even the chat link cable from Elgato so you can record and listen to your gameplay. On the flip side, you see that there's a male headphone jack, so that plugs into the controller, as well as the extension connector. If you understand all that, you're probably telling me, MidnightMan, just show me how to use a device now. All right, I got you. The best way to plug in the back button attachment is to line up the male stereo jack and the extension connector perfectly with the controller. Try not to force it in too much or wiggle it side to side. Just line it up perfectly and slide it in, and you'll be all good to go. Now go ahead and turn on the console and the controller, and I'll show you how you can program the 2 back buttons. You want to press the bottom of the LED screen right there, and that will bring you with your profiles. If you double tap like this, you'll go to your different profiles that you have set with different back button layouts. So just double tap, not real quick like that, or else it won't work. You have to double tap just that quickly, and you'll see your different profiles. So now if we start with profile 1, right here, and I want to edit this, what I have to do is hold down that bottom of the LED screen button, and I can just switch through what I'm looking for. So R1, L2, R2, and if I'm trying to switch this side up, I press the other side of the back button. So let's say if I want to play for Fortnite, I probably want to set, I'm actually going to do this left side to be X, and then this side to be circle. So I'll just have to go back through here. There it is. And once I'm ready for that to be set, just select that once, and that profile is set. And it'll just kind of go away there so it doesn't keep pulling too much charge from the controller. Now let's say you don't like any of your back button layouts right here and you just want to scrap them, start over. All you have to do is press the LED screen button and the right and left back button and hold those for 5 seconds. You'll see the triangle, circle, X, and square pop up, and that means that your device is now reset. So the device works as it should. As you can see here, I have X binded this side, circle binded this side. So if I select X, I go into my locker, circle, I go back, X forward, circle, back, X forward, and it just goes on. It works as it should. After a few days of using this DualShock 4 back button attachment, you can probably tell that this is a pretty easy device to use. It's not difficult to change the bindings for your back buttons here for the controller. It's easy to put the device into the controller, and I had no problems with sound output using the female stereo jack input here. So it really not an issue. My thing is with, does it really give me a competitive advantage? And to be honest, if I'm gonna be real frank with y'all right now, after a few days of using this device, I didn't feel that big of an advantage. I tested this out, as you guys just saw, trying to build in Fortnite and edit, and I also tried shooting and aiming with it. I could see where with shooting and aiming there's a little bit of advantage because I was able to keep a really solid aim while jumping at the same time, which was nice. But then when it came to editing, I didn't feel like it really improved my edits that much. I'm able to keep my accuracy when I'm editing, but I mean, that's about it. Usually I just use circle and I switch back and forth. But the problem that this thing fixes is that I don't have to take my finger off of the analog stick, so I can keep my aim right. I don't have to jump my thumb back and forth. So that's a big plus about this device if you put in the time and really get good at using your bindings. Now, another thing I didn't really like while using this attachment is the fact that I have to force my fingers not to press the buttons. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, even when it comes to SCUF controllers, but maybe it's something I just gotta get used to, but it just feels like my hands, my fingers are really tight in the back here because I'm really trying hard not to press the buttons to accidentally jump or go in editing mode. I personally like having the smooth controller layout where I can just wrap my fingers smoothly around the knobs of the controller, and it's just like whatever. It feels good in my hands, no problems, and I don't have to try to not press any buttons in the back. But I think overall, guys, this back button attachment is a pretty good deal, especially for 30 bucks. It's better than getting a $200+ SCUF controller and then something going wrong with it and then you gotta get a new one. It's just like a mess and you're just out of all this money. I like this a little bit better because you can still bind your buttons to your back and still be a beast in competitive play if you're gonna put in the time to learn how to use this and get good with it. But for someone like me who's a casual gamer, not really taking it that seriously and just trying to hop on and have a few fun matches, I don't necessarily see the value in this device, as it does take a bit of a learning curve and training and practice, as well as it just doesn't feel that comfortable in my hands. I'd rather just feel the smoothness of the controller and not have to force myself not to touch certain triggers on the back of it. That's just my 2 cents on that, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. If you came to enjoy this video, make sure you hit it with a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here with this post notifications on, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Y'all take it easy. Peace out.